in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I was asked a question about the client list.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive.
How can she say there's no client list when months before, when was this? February. In February, she said she had the list of clients. So is there a list of clients or is there no list of clients? Release the goddamn list already is what I'm trying to say. We already know. Come on, chat. Let's keep it a buck. We already know there's a list. There's a list. You're telling me this nigga was just doing that shit all by himself? Come on, dude. Come on, chat. Let's not be naive here, man. Let's not be naive here. There's no way in hell that this guy was just trafficking people. He was trafficking 300, 400 people for himself. No. Just release the goddamn list. The problem is that list has some crazy names on it. That's the problem. The list has some crazy fucking names on it. Dragonite says they could fabricate the toxicology. I mean, they could, but the more evidence that adds up, the harder it is to fabricate things. Because there's always going to be a leaking. You think the guy who fabricates it is 100% in the pocket of the person who's there? Like, there's always going to be a leak. You don't think there's another list, though, Kanai? A list of actual transactions, not just the flight logs? Because the way they made it sounded like it was more than the flight logs. We already had the flight logs, I thought.
By President Trump, I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet. And my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that.
Gladys will be queen of the world.
Father, what does this mean?
And I says, nah, if you're doing weird shit like that, you definitely not that. They did that on Island. Yeah, but I think that the take is that Jeffrey Epstein supposedly was a Mossad agent. This is the take that I heard. Let me tell you guys the take that I heard. Take it as a grain of salt. This is just rumor. It's what I heard. The take I heard, chat, was that Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent who works for the government of Israel, and he was collecting dirt on American politicians, American scientists, American businessmen, so that they could blackmail them in the future. But then again, if that's true, it makes perfect sense why they wouldn't release the list. Why release the list when you can use it too? If there really is a list, a detailed list of evidence that could be used to blackmail them, and Mossad wanted it, well, now it's in the hands of the U.S. government, and the U.S. government can use it to blackmail niggas. Sometimes I forget that we're playing checkers. These niggas are playing 5D chess. They're playing 5D chess, chat. I'm over here thinking like, oh yeah, why don't they release the list? Why would they? Why would they release the list? If there's a list, I don't even think that they care about the people on the fucking list as far as them getting exposed. They want the list so they can use it for leverage. Kanai says, whoever said that is goofy as fuck. Dude was literally cutting deals with everyone and had relationships with every major company CEO. Yeah, but you know that Ghislaine Maxwell's dad was a spy, right? Literally on record for the Mossad. That's why they came up with that. That's where they came up with that theory. Here. His name was Robert Maxwell. This guy, this asshole. Ian Robert Maxwell I can't pronounce his fucking name. British media proprietor, politician, and fraudster. After escaping a Nazi occupation of his native country, Maxwell joined the, I don't know what the fuck, World War II, yada, yada, yada. His daughter, Ghislaine, let's see here. Early life. I'm lazy. I don't want to read this whole thing. Mossad allegations here. This part right here, can I? The Foreign Office suspects Maxwell of being a secret agent for a foreign government, possibly a double agent or a triple agent, and a thoroughly bad character and almost certainly financed by Russia. He had known links to the British Secret Intelligence Service, MI6, the Soviet KGB, and the Israeli intelligence service Mossad. And there's like a whole backstory about this guy, right? And this was just Ghislaine Maxwell's dad. So they're tying this guy, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Epstein in that whole narrative of them being spies for Mossad. Now, who knows? It might have been spies for any other country. It could have been spies for the United States. Who knows? But my thing is that it does kind of, I mean, I can see that happening. Do you think that they don't blackmail politicians? Do you think they don't blackmail entrepreneurs and major companies so they can influence what they do? And I said, I don't know. Me personally, it just don't make sense for a man with billions of dollars to be an American working for an Israeli government when he's cutting deals with both. But they just said you could be a double spy. You could be a triple spy. At the end of the day, information is power and money, you know? So I'm not there, I wasn't there. I don't know the guy. I never met the guy. I can only go by the information that I've read in articles and videos, and I can't write it off. Can you write it off? Can you say there's zero possibility of that being true? And can you write off and say there's zero possibility of there not being a list of people that can blackmail? You can't, right? You can't. We can't write it off. We can't write it off. That's my point. Now, I don't know. All I know is that this whole situation seems very, very shady, bro. It seems very shady, and it's been going on for quite a few weeks now. And I'm just waiting for the government to have an official statement that's documented on their website that we can read. Is that too much to ask? Somebody let me know if that's too much to ask. Because maybe your boy Scott's asking for too much. I don't know. Maybe I am. And I said, I don't know.